This is Due By Friday, a weekly challenge podcast with Max Temkin, Alex Cox, Merlin Mann, me, Jason Snell,
And me, Mike Hurley.
And Stephen Hackett.
And Federico Vitici.
This week's challenge, eat some pizza.
Now I'm too quiet. Is there anything in between like a 1 and a 10? Let's see. That's about right.
Yeah,
There we go.
you sound good.
Yeah, that's a normal human volume.
Hey.
That's so weird.
Hey.
It sounds just like Jason Snell is on the microphone.
Why, hello.
Oh my God.
It's even the mic he uses.
Yep.
It really
So
sounds
the
Yeah.
weather, it is the SM7B. So the weather today is pretty sunny out there.
Nobody cares about the weather, Jason.
Thank you. There you go.
Fun fact, mic 3 is Max's specific mic, so it is very finely tuned.
It's got the max setting.
Yeah, it does.
I'm just compressed, so when I start yelling, it doesn't disrupt the podcast.
Okay, this is Due by Friday, everyone. We never introduced the show.
Do you feel like you have to step up with an intro now? 'Cause you have
Hey.
a bunch of introducing
These are new voices. Max, you want to introduce the guests we have today?
No.
Okay, all right.
They can do it themselves.
That's all right. We have a full desk for the first time at Due by Friday in our studio, but Merlin isn't here. We're not sure why. It's a mystery.
Crisis actors.
All right, we have to my left. It's kind of like clockwise. Jason Snell.
Hello. I like things that move in clockwise formation.
I'm
Very
gonna,
weird to hear Jason Snell's voice coming out of that microphone. I'm not
Why?
gonna. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just. Do you never meet a podcast person and you're like, it's weird that your body is making that?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Like looking at you. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
This happens every time that I talk into a microphone. My voice comes out.
I know. Yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry
used
that
to
we're
it.
so upsetting. Oh, all right, I'm just going to let everybody introduce themselves. Jason, what do you do on the internet and in life?
I write about Apple stuff mostly at sixcolors.com, and I do lots of podcasts on Relay FM and The Incomparable.
And we have Mike Hurley.
Hi, Alex.
What do you do?
Podcasts.
Okay, cool. And Stephen Hackett next to Mike. What do you do? Oh, what
boy.
a great shirt.
This is complicated.
Yeah.
I do the same thing Mike does. But with a different accent.
Hey, Max Temkin, what do you do?
I'm a Forbes 30 under 30 media luminary. So I
It's the littlest brother.
my expertise is mostly in thought leadership. I would say if I had to pick a category.
And finally, we have Federico Vitici. What do you do on the
I
internet?
have no idea what I'm doing here, honestly.
wrong place at the wrong time.
I was just caught up in this. I do iPads on the webs on Mac Stories, which is a perfect name for the iPad website. Yeah. I also do podcasts.
All right. So the reason that all of our fun podcast and Apple friends are here is because you're in town for I don't want to give up your OPSEC, but something about the notes that have been released throughout the city. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're chasing them down.
Yeah.
It's a scavenger hunt.
But Max decided that as a challenge.
It's like Law and Order Special Apple Unit.
Dun dun.
Are any of you going to be here for the Apple, the big, what is it, Apple Town Hall, Apple
Town Square.
Town Square?
What?
There's an Apple store opening next week.
It's not an Apple
Oh.
store.
It's
It is
across
an Apple store.
No,
across from
they're
Trump
called
No,
Tower.
it's a
Town Squares
grove.
now.
It's a genius grove.
It's a tree.
Yeah.
A series of
It's-
trees with computers
It's
around
a
them.
forest with nerds inside. Lost.
I wonder if anyone's still listening.
It's I prefer to think of it more as a marketplace of USB-C cables that sometimes have the functionality you need and sometimes don't. But it's it's a place where you can go and buy the cables and exchange them for the ones that you meant to buy that actually work.
Well, it's a richness of our community where we all gather together to enjoy art, music, and dongles.
Takes a lot of courage.
Dongle Town.
A lot of courage.
All right, can I set a timer for 1 minute to talk about my laptop? You
Yeah.
know what? No, I'm not asking. I'm just going to do it. Siri, set a timer for 1 minute. Please.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to do it. It's
Oh.
not gonna-
Okay, so
Wow.
the 2016 MacBook Pros.
Live demos.
I went to the Apple Store yesterday. Oh, we need to replace your logic board again, and they need to get the dust out of my caps lock key. And it's already been replaced for a logic board twice, and I don't know what to do. Max, how do I ask Cards Against Humanity? Hey, can I sell back my shitty laptop and get a cheaper, better laptop for this year?
I honestly just do it.
I know-
No
I
one
know.
in this organization cares.
Oh,
Just do it.
God, it's and Steven here, his key fell off, and it's just like a disaster. I'm on the dongle train. I am ready to buy all of your bullshit, but just please, I want my Logic. Oh, also, only one of my USB/Thunderbolt 10. What is it? I don't know.
Hey, do you guys get a thing where?
Whoa! 14 seconds. 14
sorry,
seconds.
sorry, Alex.
14 seconds. Also, I realized that the reason that Apple's cases don't have bottoms is they've been training us for the 10 for the past 3 years. Okay, I'm done. Thank you, everybody.
Do you guys use are you guys big share sheet users on the iOS? Do you guys get a thing now so I get it on my iPad where whenever I use the share sheet and then I select the application, even if it's an Apple application like Messages, about 50% of the time it just freezes and I have to restart the device.
Slow. Yep.
Yeah.
So you wait it out and it works eventually?
Messages is the worst, and if you wait long enough, if your children go off to college, and we have a real president again, then it will launch.
It's like right at the critical moment of I found the content, I want to share it with someone, and I'm just
You're
about
ready
to release.
You're ready to curate, and
Yeah.
Facebook is staying there saying no.
Well,
Yeah.
sophisticated machine learning is being applied to what you're sharing there, and the system is advising you perhaps you should think about what you're doing.
Yeah,
and whether
they
you really
installed a
want to share
special
it.
version for you, Max. It's like, should you really share it?
Well, if they apply that machine learning to the content that I share with people, it would just be like, please don't. Just think twice.
You don't know is your devices don't connect to the outside world anymore.
Oh, I'm shadow banned. No, I knew it was going to happen.
What?
All right, I feel like the challenge is going to happen imminently, so I want to introduce the challenge early this week, and then we can talk about whatever we want. So the concept for this week's challenge, this was technically Merlin's challenge, but he cucked us. He's not here, so I guess we have to introduce it. The concept for the challenge was you guys are all in Chicago. We were looking forward to having you in the studio. We wanted to do a fun challenge that everyone could participate in. So we're doing a Chicago pizza challenge. So everyone's got to taste some Chicago pizza and give us their feedback. My goal with the challenge, since Merlin's not here, is I feel like the quality of discourse around Chicago pizza, the whole debate. Do you get any of that? Do you hear? But does this filter into like outside of the U.S.? Like
yeah,
people
I'm
eat this?
familiar with like the big.
I've seen pictures.
So
Yeah, we have an Italian here. This could get really
Yeah.
dangerous.
Okay.
This is why we brought
So
Federico.
I think the
The only reason why I'm here.
I think the reason that the discourse is bad is like there's been a couple of like bits, like Jon Stewart did a bit about deep dish, and he's like, "Hey, it's a fucking casserole." And whenever I talk to someone, they like access their little, they go into they're like a tag cloud and they pull up Chicago pizza and then they have their little note card with like 3 bullet points. And I'm really tired of hearing people say it's not a pizza, it's a casserole, or like, why is this? It's people say the same.
I don't get
dumb,
the casserole thing. If anything, I guess it's closer to a quiche. Like casseroles don't come in like.
It's a fucking pizza. It's tomato sauce and cheese and bread. It's a pizza. You can just say I don't like it, but I just can we just have a good? I just want a clean, fair fight, you guys. You know?
All right.
I just want a clean fight.
We'll leave it at the door.
Yeah,
Said
thank
the
you.
guy
Thank
holding
you.
the knife at the table.
Well, Merlin said,
Like it's
You
not
have two
fair.
knives. It's not fair.
It's my fidget spinner. It's good for I'm a millennial. It's good for my energy. Anyway, so I asked. So I wanted to get a good representation of Chicago deep dish pizza. I feel like a lot of people, they bring their guests to town. They just go to Pequod's or whatever, and they're like, hey, have a good deep dish. But or Art of Pizza is the other one people like. But I really wanted to represent the whole gamut of Chicago style pizza. So I asked friend of the show, Steve Dolinsky. He's ABC 7's Hungry Hound. You see
He
his
has not
picture.
listened to this show. Has he listened to this show?
You see his picture in. I mean, he knows it exists.
Oh, good.
You see his picture in all the good restaurants in Chicago. That says it's a big smiling face. It's like the Hungry Hound likes this restaurant. That's how you know it's good. So I asked him. He is actually writing a book, the definitive book on all the different styles of Chicago pizza and the best places. So he sent me over like 6 different categories of Chicago pizza, and then we ordered all of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's going to be a cavalcade of pizza arriving in the studio at any
Is it
moment.
like at random
man.
times?
I'm going to
well, yeah, basically.
Is this like that bit in The Simpsons where Homer's in hell and they just tie him to the thing and feed him donuts?
Yeah, you're gonna have we have a mechanical jaw prepared for everyone. Yeah, exactly.
Last night, a lot of these places, we should say it is 11 a.m. Central Time. So, people have just had breakfast, and a lot of these places, don't open at 11. So last night I was getting deliveries and picking some pizzas up. But I got 3 pizzas that the exact same Postmate came 3 times.
They must have been so confused.
Like, what's wrong with you? Just order 3 pizzas from the same place.
Well, no. Okay, so Mike, we'll get into this later, but we have an artisan pizza coming from Pizzeria Bebu, slices from Diamati. Oh God, there's an Italian here. I'm sorry.
I'm only looking at you. Don't worry.
It's
fine.
Some deep from both My Pie and Lou Maddie's. I can't say his last name. Tavern style from Max's favorite, Barnaby's.
Hell yes.
And that his assistant is currently driving to the suburbs to get. And the classic from Lou's and thin pizza from Pat's.
Welcome to my 8th grade birthday party. We're getting some fucking Barnaby's up in there. This is my childhood pizza. Okay, so I have always felt that because of the diversity of high quality pizza offerings, deep dish being only one small piece of the pie, so to speak, Chicago is the best pizza city in the world. And I went through Italy this year, and I regret to inform you that it is not the best pizza city in the world. Rome is Rome is clearly the best pizza city in the world, but Chicago is the best in the U.S. That's for sure.
You happy with that, Federico?
It's not even close. The first pizza I tried in Rome, I was like, okay, I get it.
In Rome.
You
didn't.
No, I didn't make it to Naples. We did.
Holy
this?
shit, guys!
What's this?
Is it Merlin?
Holy shit! It's Merlin. The internet's Merlin Man.
Hey guys!
Now the
the
entire
mics
Dubai
blew out.
Friday
That's
audience
fine.
won't turn
actually,
against
waveforms
us.
are fine. Cool.
I'm so worried that everyone's just gonna be like, oh,
I hate those guys. They killed Merlin.
No Merlin. Merlin,
You
thank
know
you.
what you did.
Oh, fuck, now the Taylor Swift song's in my head. All right, now that Merlin's here, can we do our follow-up in Front Matter? I'm very excited about it.
Wait a minute. What the fuck you guys been doing?
We talked about pizza.
Yeah.
Merlin, you're 37 minutes late. You're out. You have exceeded the max Temkin grace period.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh, I have so much exciting follow-up about how I spent the last 40 minutes. Digga, follow-up. We have, did you guys cover the patrons? Did you tell people to give us their fucking money?
No, please give
Oh,
us
yeah,
money.
right.
Okay,
have
everybody
some
give us your
patrons
fucking money.
in
Go
this
to
very room.
patreon.com/DubaiFriday and give us your money. We have so much. I don't even know what you guys have done here. Have you done any of this follow-up? Have you been doing
We're
this
talking
important
about pizza, and I was just giving it up to Federico that Italy has better pizza than Chicago, which is I don't want to acknowledge that. But
Can't it just be
but I
different,
must.
Max? Can't it just
No,
be
it's
different?
it's not. It's not different. The reason it's not different is to me it comes down to like ingredient quality and just subtlety and the care that goes into it. It's just a different animal. It's a better version of the same food. It's better across the board in every way.
I'm also buying a new laptop.
We did get a
Right now?
Banshee Pizzerium in
What?
Chicago. We have a Banshee Pizzerium in Chicago.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree. You have the knife.
Wait a minute, Federico's there too? How many people are there? What's happening?
Oh, hi, Merlin.
There's a bunch of people, Merlin.
Hey, Merlin.
This is like
This is not your show
This is
anymore.
one of those
No,
7
it's
people
not.
podcasts.
It's not my show. It's not my
Federico
show.
is the captain now.
Look at me, I'm the captain.
Digga. Last week we had our giant.
I have a knife.
He has the knife now.
Oh no, Max just gave
Wait,
Federico
Merlin,
a
we're
knife.
using your knives as like the talking stick.
Let me hear your Kershaw. Here's mine.
It's a little complicated to open.
I feel like
isn't it?
I'm
No,
gonna
it's
hurt
not.
myself.
Federico, please be careful with the knife.
I have a presentation. Oh, God.
my God.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah,
The knife
that's right.
flicking around the place.
I've never tried this before, but you know how people throw knives in a movie and it goes spinning and it sticks in the wall? I feel like I could do that creatively. Because I've seen it in media a lot. And it seems like it seems like the kind of thing I'd be able to do. I
Sure,
mean,
you have those
you know, I'm
skills.
sort of known for my dexterity skills.
Just those base level skills.
Just
you
watch
can
a
apply
couple
to
of
this.
YouTube videos. Just learn from those.
Does anyone have a tomahawk? All right. Anyway, welcome to the original Kings of Podcasting. Everyone's here in the studio. The pizza's going to be here any minute. That's all I had. I guess.
We had our big Amazon challenge last week where we sent each other presents. We have, if you choose, I don't want to bore our guests with this, but I feel like there's a couple things we should share with our listeners. Did we ever find out, Alexander? Did we ever find out decisively who the large Asian boy is? Was that ever identified?
It was. I was told.
Could
that
you
it was
stop? You're making it worse.
What are you talking about? The large teen, the Asian teen?
Stop saying it. Stop.
He was like, I just went on like Sticker Monkey and bought the biggest one I could
That's
buy, which
little-
is not
little racist,
true
Sticker
because
Monkey.
Okay, the other thing we missed was that because Amazon fucked us and they consolidated packages in a nonsensical way. We got the avocado, the 3-in-1 avocado slicer. We got the Statue of David, and then we got the stuffed wolf. It's my main man, David Avocado Wolf.
Oh, you love him.
I love that guy. That's my main man. And so thank you to whoever sent us the David Avocado Wolf. I'm sorry we didn't put it together on the podcast. There was a lot happening all at once, and I was very sleepy because I ate way too much of the caramel popcorn.
It's nice to have people have to explain their jokes to you over Twitter. That's a nice feeling.
Alex, can you close the Kershaw? I can't. I'm not
God.
strong enough to. Can you close this for me? Thank you.
There's knives being handed around now.
Blades are happening.
Try the Kershaw.
Alex.
Try the Kershaw. It feels so good.
Oh, Alex, please don't cut your
Oh,
hand
Alex,
off.
don't hurt yourself. Yeah.
Oh,
my
I've
God.
already cut
I
myself. like
think
6
maybe
times
just
on
put the
this.
knife down, Alex.
Put it down.
Why is everybody
down.
worried that a woman has a knife?
No, because the
It's
way
gonna be.
Oh, because it's gonna fly towards Jason and Mike.
No, I'm really worried that you're
gonna
just
be
going to
okay.
slam it over your fingers.
Wait, why wasn't anyone worried about me?
Oh, it's fine.
Because you're a big knife boy.
Because I'm known for my dexterity skills, is what I would say. Follow up. So it's a big day for me in the Temkin household. It's new shoe day. I get.
hold on.
Yes.
We got another gift yesterday.
What?
I think.
Oh, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about this because here's the thing.
Is
It's
it
like when you
rewarding
talk.
them?
Well, it's like when you talk about a school shooting and it inspires other school shootings.
Oh, yeah.
We're
So if
gonna
you say
talk
that
about
someone
it in the
mailed us
after
panties,
show.
it's going to inspire
Yeah,
more people to
copycat
mail us their
panties.
panties. Yeah.
So, but here's the problem. If
Don't name them.
If you mail someone a thong, at least keep like a tag on so that I'm not immediately terrified of what could be on this piece of fabric.
Alex, it came in. It was to do by Friday, and it was like, oh, someone sent us a delightful treat. And I opened it up and I looked inside, and there was just like wadded up underwear and a handwritten ransom note. And I was like, and I stared at it for a few minutes, and I was like, you know what? I think who would like this is Alex. And I just sort of dumped it out on your desk, and I was like, Alex, well, Cher was in, and Cher watched me dump this out on your desk, and she's like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, no, Alex will love this. Trust me.
Yeah, no, it's well, and the problem was it did not say due by Friday on it. It was just addressed to Max Temkin. So I was like 99.9% sure that this was a due by Friday thing, but this could also be something for my real job. So I couldn't immediately throw it away.
You guys get a lot of listeners sending you panties in. I mean, this is
That's why I don't
normal.
give out my address.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's smart.
Mostly.
Yeah. You get too many of them is your problem.
I get weird. Well, so I've lived in my house since 1999, and therefore it is relatively easy. The privacy people who are like, oh, don't reveal your real
Yeah,
address.
right.
It's like, you know what? It's too late. It's like 18 years too late to do that. So I occasionally get like art pieces and things sent to my house.
Are they of you?
Oh, that would be something. No, it's usually like Zeppelin themed or something like that. But yeah, it's just, and I have a PO box that's my like don't send things to my house address. But the people who send things to your house don't use the PO box. They don't want that.
oh man. Okay.
It's a little weird.
I look
for white powder.
I have some
That's all I do.
Jason Snell follow up. Although now that I think about it, I might have read about this on Six Colors. But so forgive me if I found it out from you. But do you guys know about the Art of a Retro Mac Gaming book on Kickstarter right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found that today and I just backed it. I'm very excited about that. That was like my intro to games and gaming. So
I'm amazed that there are things that are about Mac gaming at all, because as anybody who had a Mac, you were just, for games especially, you're just so beaten down because it was like the Mac has never been a place that the people who are like super cool and into games would go. It was more like, I have a Mac and would like to play games, therefore are there games? And it was always like there would always be somebody looking down.
I
on
mean,
you
I
for
grew up on
playing.
Oregon Trail and number munchers. And
Hell
then
yes.
super munchers. We got
Hell
the
yes.
cape we can fly around.
Super
Super
Munchers?
Munchers?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Alex,
amazing.
do you have any idea what I'm
Normal?
talking about?
No.
Are these
Okay,
even
good.
games?
We
think
got
so.
Treasure Mathstorm first. So that was like on.
Oh, the whole Treasure Island series.
All of the treasure paths.
The one where you snuck around the school and avoided the robots and tried to solve a mystery.
That was later on in the series, I believe. That could only run on Mac OS 10, whereas the original was Mac OS 9. So I still had to boot into the emulator. Wow, I knew it, or not an emulator. Well, this is
Classic?
the perfect. Mac. So Mac Classic, was it an emulator that ran on it, or how did you? I remember, like, for years booting up into 9.
I mean, basically
Yeah.
it
See
was.
if it'll play.
Are you of the age that you would have played Number Munchers in school on a school
Totally,
computer?
yes.
Do you remember what a fucking coup it was when your teacher would let you play Number Munchers and you're like, have you gone insane? Like, I'm not gonna question this,
Right.
but like, do you have any idea what you've done?
Yeah.
You're just letting me play Number Munchers
I remember
in school.
one called Odell Down Under, and it was about learning about fish and marine life. But so you were like a fish, and you swim around the coral reef, and then a shark would eat you, and then you were supposed to learn about biology, I guess. In 5th grade, it was awesome.
Holy
I'm gonna play
shit,
Word
look at that
Munchers.
mech logo. Look how good that is.
Yeah, they're gone. I do not want to use a joystick.
Oh, it's on archive.org.
It is. They have a ton of them.
Oh, I thought this was like a YouTube video. It's even better.
I'm gonna play it
Oh shit.
if it'll work on an iPad. You can't do real.
You can do real Mac gaming.
There we go.
on an iPad. That's the problem.
It's over. We got to shut it down, Federico.
Yeah, it's over.
It's it now.
Going
You
back
found
home.
your
I'm sorry.
Achilles heel.
All right, I'm gonna get a Mac.
Hell yes.
Now we just need to talk about Stardew Valley and alienate every listener. Oh.
Oh my god, it's the best game ever.
Can I talk about my shoes?
Yes, please talk about
Thank you.
your moon
So
boots.
it's a new shoe day. I go about 1 year before I destroy a pair of shoes, and I'll get my 2 pairs of new shoes about maybe about every year and a half. But I recently melted one of my 2 good pairs of shoes, my like daily pairs of shoes. So it accelerated the new shoe day. And I've got them here, and we were talking about this a little bit beforehand. But do you guys ever have? Do you ever have like one of your trusty dusties, your like good pair of shoes, and you take them to travel, and then all of a sudden you thought that they were like your dependable team, you're like guys on your squad, but then as soon as you get out of town, you get to a new city, you're walking in them all the time, start getting blisters. Mm-hmm. So that's why you got to have 2, because 1 is none and 2 is 1, and etc. I don't remember the rest of
Yeah,
it.
but I never bring 2 pairs of shoes when I travel. That's the problem.
Do
is
you
that I
really?
have
Do you really
come
travel
on,
with
Jason.
one when you're packing? You're like 1 pair done.
1 pair of shoes? Yeah.
Whoa.
Ship it. That's
Yeah.
a big risk.
Yep.
Oh no! And what it means is you end up walking around Chicago saying my feet really hurt.
I've done that, and what's crazy is like when there's been times when I've been in such agony because I've been in another city. Well, like we go to Seattle every year for PAX, and I'll walk like 10 miles a day around the convention center where there's like no carpet or anything, and your feet are just killing you. And it's like, it is legal. I could go to a shoe store and go get a pair of shoes. Like that wouldn't
shoes
like
are sold in Seattle.
It's not like the Gobi Desert, right? Like there is stores. It never occurs to me that that's a possibility.
Well, I used to have a tradition of every year in Seattle, I would just buy, because they have a flagship Nike store, and they sell the size of my monster 12.
It's more of a Nike Grove.
Yeah, it's the Nike Town Hall. But now I'm like, oh, why are these shoes so gross? Why are they run down? Because I haven't been to Seattle in over a year.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah,
And that's the only place you can buy Nikes.
Yep, yep.
It's
Well,
sad.
the problem is they have moved the Genius Grove to the riverfront, the Apple Genius cluster. It used to be next to the Nike store. My problems are very real.
But it feels
Yeah.
wrong to buy shoes in a different city.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to show my feet in a new city. I think it's
that's
wrong.
true. That's true.
There's something wrong about that.
I also can't trust a new pair of shoes. They're like worse than the old pair of shoes.
It
Oh,
feels
no,
like
unknown
you're
pain.
kind.
cheating. It
Yeah.
feels like you're cheating on your shoe store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't want some guy looking at my feet in a different city.
You don't have,
What could potentially go wrong
You
there?
don't have some sort of old world cobbler like fashion like leather, some sort
Handmade.
of
Real
yeah.
thing.
I had a situation. I recently bought a pair of running shoes, which I've never done before. And I went to like the fancy running shoe place my wife told me to go. I was wearing jeans and like a button-down shirt, and he wanted me to try them on and then run. And like
Oh,
I'm
no.
new at running, so
Oh,
I look like
no.
I'm dying.
Fuck you, buddy. Why don't you?
Yeah,
run with
he's
me?
like, so put them on. It's 98 degrees outside. I'm in jeans. He's like, run to the
my
end of the shopping
God.
center back so I can watch you.
I recently was in a very
That's a lot of trust.
I'd
Did
like
they
to
have your
watch
driver's
you run.
license or something?
Yeah, just keep running.
You should show up at his house and make him do a podcast.
I was in a similar but different situation recently. Like I wanted to buy a leash for my dogs. And so we go into this new store, and there's this guy that is like showing off all the items in the store.
How complicated is leash buying? It's like
Did he
We
make
get to
you
the
wear
problem
it,
here.
Federico?
So,
Did he make you wear it?
Imagine there's like a Saturday. There's like a bunch
I'm
of.
sorry. I know you're going to tell the story, but is it possible that you were walking down the street and you see a store and you look in the window and there's all this sort of leatherware and sort of like neck collars and straps? You're like, oh, I need a new leash, and this is clearly a store with gear
it
for
was
dogs.
a dog store.
Okay,
So there's
okay.
this guy's bunch of families and kids, and it's like, I want to buy a leash for my dogs. And it's like, we have this very specific type of leash. It goes on the chest and stuff. It's like, do you want to try it? Like, I don't want to try a dog leash. But we ended up with me on a leash, and the guy just pulling.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Like it was
He
just
made you wear it?
He made me wear the
Oh,
leash in the
no.
store.
100%. That's his fetish.
Yeah.
Did you see
Yeah.
any cameras in this
and,
store,
and it was,
Federico?
and it was pulling. It's
Oh
like,
my
see,
God.
you feel no pain now.
No.
Because it's
It's like, yeah, I do a lot
I feel-
inside.
I'm
This
dead
is like
inside
emotional
right now.
trauma now.
Do you guys know about the
dear.
Thunder shirt? So when dogs... Explain the Thunder shirt.
It's dogs get really scared sometimes when there are thunderstorms or fireworks on 4th of July, and they found that that dogs really react well, or some dogs anyway, to this thing that's like the Thunder shirt, and it's like a jacket you put on your dog. You put their doggy legs through the doggy leg holes, and it sort of like fits tight around their chest, and it gives them comfort. It's like a big hug that they get to wear, and that it makes during so like people know the thunderstorm's coming, and they put their dog in the Thunder shirt, and then the dog doesn't freak out when the
Mike's
thunder
the same way.
happens.
Actually, it's really strange.
I need
Yeah,
this.
I need
so
those.
so the same way that they had the dog leash that you could wear, I need the Thunder shirt that I can wear to like parties.
That's a hug you can wear.
Yeah. Just relaxes me.
It's a party shirt.
Yeah. I bought on Kickstarter, I got the Gravity blanket. It's
Yes,
a
so
weighted
did
blanket.
I.
It's a
I
weighted
want to
blanket.
know
that-
about this. I've been so tempted to get this. I want it so much.
Well, they got
so good.
cucked. Someone else they were so slow like manufacturing it that they already got cloned, and there's like, if you go on Amazon, there's like other weighted blankets with this more or less the same industrial design that are
like
available.
It's just a sheet
blanket
filled with
and
fake
Snuggie
fidget
situation.
cubes.
I'm not sure how like a heavy blanket makes me feel more comfortable. I feel like I would be
It's sci- it's
significantly
sci- it's
more.
a
Science.
science.
You know,
it's,
I
it's a
just-
spectrum thing. Also, I think.
I just had a root canal, and at one point they have to start taking like X-rays, and they put the lead vest on
Yeah.
me, and it was like, oh, that's such a relief. And they actually said, would you like us to just leave the lead vest on you for the rest of the root canal? I'm like, yes, please. And it was great. It was
Wow.
awesome.
Now, did they put you under for a root canal?
No, oh God, no.
Did you do the gas?
Unfortunately not.
Did you do the
Nope.
gas?
Nope.
Not Novocaine, and they get in there and they do their work.
Injections and more injections.
I'm all about that. I don't like the gas. I don't like any of that stuff.
Didn't
Just
you
get
do
in
it
there.
with
Get
no
just-
anesthetic
Yeah.
once?
No, I did it with anesthetic, but I had my wisdom teeth out, and they were, and I don't want to retell the whole story, but like you're supposed to pick between, you can have the Twilight, which is just like they just put you under, or you can have the gas. And I didn't, and I was like, these are both unacceptable. And the guy was like, well, you could do neither. And I was like, let's do that. So, and it was great because like if something went wrong, I was like, I could be like, okay, let's make a plan. What's next? Let's do this. Let's get in there.
They really needed you for that.
They could have. That's the thing. Yeah.
Like as your employee, I'm glad because there's a much there's way less risk. However, as a person who likes and cares about you, like there's so many ways it could go bad.
Nah.
Like you could have like passed out or like stabbed
Pass
somebody.
out. What?
And yeah, there are some people who've just got
Stabbed
Novocaine
someone?
and then they've reacted
Like in a
someone snooks
zombie
it.
movie where they're like,
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
to dissect the zombie.
They basically like freak. No,
And
no,
he
no.
gets a
the
scalpel
dentist
and
does not stab someone.
bursts
like,
out of the hospital.
basically, yes, they ran out of the hospital and stabbed their dentist.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Why? Wow. You guys really reacted like, oh, that's normal. Oh, that's
It's like, yeah,
that's
sure.
Alex
I
thing
mean,
sure,
to
yeah,
say.
because
who
I've
has
had
it?
teeth out, and I feel like I could have done that.
Who hasn't been there?
I really pushed it. I didn't go to the dentist for like I didn't go to the dentist for like 4 years.
That's fine. That's fine.
What happened was I skipped it once. And
No.
my life was fine. I was like, fine. And then I was
Yes.
like, boy, it was really nice not going to the dentist. And then I did it again. And then I was fine. I was still fine. And I was like, it was even better to not go to the dentist twice. And then I was like, I should just do this. And then it got scary. And then at a certain point, it got scary. Then it was like, I don't want to go to the dentist because I don't want to know what could be wrong. And then I finally went, Veronica finally shamed me into going, and I went to her dentist, and the main selling point is that they play Blue Planet on a TV on the ceiling, so you can watch the like manta rays while they're
It could be worse.
drilling into your jaw.
That's awesome.
But I went to the dentist. Nope, I got no problems. No cavities, no issues. They didn't even tell me to floss more.
That's a better situation. I just had a tooth worked on, and they leaned me back, and they have posters. They don't have TVs and stuff, but the poster,
Hang in there.
the poster, no, it was about Murphy's Law.
Oh my god.
Oh, why?
It's like I said to the dentist, who's like an old family friend, I was like, "This is completely inappropriate. Like, you should have
God.
puppies and flowers, not something like if something may go wrong. It definitely will."
One
I-
reason
when I
I
was-
stopped going to my dentist is he employs his own bespoke Ludovico technique, where he has large screens that you have to look at that alternate between things he's built out of wood and cartoons about dental work and the dental industry that he regards as funny.
Wow.
So you get a dentist's sense of humor plus a main box he made he's pretty proud of.
They were playing Blue Planet and the VLC play bar. So it was a TV screen. But I was trying to figure out. I was like, I wonder what the logic was of how they wired this all up, because the whole time I was there, I could see the VLC play bar on the bottom. So it's clearly running off of a PC and then piping out to all these screens.
And they just left the mouse hovering over.
Yeah, and I was like, move the mouse.
Come on. That would be physically more
easy to
painful
fix.
to me than the dental work is seeing the VLC play bar.
So there I was there, and they had they went in with the little spinny boy, and they excavated all the plaque and stuff off my teeth. And then they blast you. They have the water gun,
Yep.
and they have another. The hygienist is off
sand
to the
one?
side, and they 1-2 you. They tag team you, and so the dentist is just scraping, and then the other one comes in with the water, and they blast this icy cold water right onto your sensitive teeth, and it was so much. It was the worst part of the experience. Like, I didn't even mind the sanding and whatever. It was the icy cold water, and I said eventually I was like, this water is really awful. You guys should really think about. So I just like built a house, and I put in line water heaters on some of the sinks, so I had like the InstaHot, and those things are cheap as hell. Like, they're not expensive equipment for like a big professional operation like a dentist. And I was like, someone should put like a little water heater here, so the water is just like room temperature and it's not icy cold. And the dentist was like, oh yeah, a lot of people say that to me. Like, everyone comes in. We get there. She's like, we get that a lot.
Interesting.
This is why you should the thing is, you don't really need a dentist as long as you keep a dental tool. Right. No, listen, while you're enjoying your programs at night, you're sitting around, you're watching some Mindhunter, and you really want to get in there until it pops. You just pop off the plaque on the under teeth. You want to really get in.
God.
And one side's got a hook and the other side's got a bigger
Aren't
hook.
we supposed to be eating something?
Oh
You
shit!
just wonder what that could be.
Oh boy.
We're going straight from dental work into pizza now?
We've got could be anything. Could be a smiling Asian boy in there.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Anybody have a lead vest I can put on?
All right.
So you know how, Merlin,
Yes.
I've always said, I don't know if Renee can hear us. Renee, just bring those pies in here.
Yeah.
Let's go. I've always said that people should pretty much uncritically do anything that we say on the podcast, and that we
Yes.
stand by all of our medical advice.
Well, whatever
And,
it is, whether it's something, it could be something as simple as a piece of media, or it could just be an extreme amount of powders. We're really encouraging you to put in your body. Sight unseen. Just
but,
fucking
you're
buy
telling
it.
Merlin, if I'm interpreting you correctly, you're saying
Yeah.
don't go to the dentist. You should just go on Amazon, because that's expensive. But for only like $10, you go on Amazon, you get a pair of dental tools. You do it yourself, and it's like you know your own mouth. Like, what is a dentist has never even been in
Keep
there
in a bowl
before?
with your keys, and anytime you're ready to do some dental hygiene, you just move your keys, you pull out your dental tool, you watch some Mindhunter, and you start picking away. And I feel the same way about powders, podcasts, and movies. Really, all this stuff is fine.
Yeah.
Just pipe it right in. Don't think about it.
Now, I'm in favor of everyone kind of doing all of our challenges with us and taking any advice that we offer uncritically, because as I said, eventually we will need people to kill for us, and I don't want them to think twice about it. But I did have a little bit of follow up based on that. So this is from Gizmodo, and it came out today. Headline: Drink up, high lead levels found in 2 InfoWars supplements.
Oh, no.
The most accurate description of the shrieking pageantry we've come to know as InfoWars is that it's a dietary supplement business hiding behind a debased, unreliable, and exhaustingly stupid news network. Unfortunately for its founder, Alex Jones, seen above chugging a glass of, quote, caveman true paleo formula, which, as you remember, that is the exact powder. I'm like, I'm getting heartburn just thinking about how bad
I
it
got
was.
mine
when we
right
tried
here.
it.
I still haven't reopened it.
Well, if you open a big cloud of lead is going to come out when you open it. 2 of those supplements were recently found to contain high levels of lead. Besides this Neanderthal pre-human drink powder, another supplement called MycoZX, advertised as, quote, potent herbs and enzymes, intended for the, quote, detoxification of yeast and undesirable fungal organisms. If you get the Morgellons, that's what you need to take, is
Yes.
the MycoZX. It treats that's the only proven cure for the Morgellons. Was also determined to have high levels of lead, according to an independent testing by watchdog group, the Center for Environmental Health, the findings of which InfoWars has itself based articles on prior. According to the CEH, which purchased the samples directly from the InfoWars online shop, quote, people who take the MycoZX product would ingest more than 6 times the daily limit for lead under California law, and those taking the Caveman True Paleo would ingest twice the California daily lead limit. So
There you go. You just lead boosting.
congratulations to all the members of the Do by Friday Powder Nation who have exceeded the California's recommended daily dose of lead.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This is just the kind of nasty thing that people get used to at this point. California comes in there tells you that amount of lead. I am telling you about lead. You got to get in there. You really want to get all that caveman all the way in there. Really just chug it down.
Lead. I mean, is lead really that bad? I mean, it's a pretty base element. It's in a lot of places. How bad could it really be? Kids, limit the amount. But if you're a grown man who's a caveman, I don't think that's such a bad thing.
Also, caves were full of lead. So,
Yeah.
honestly,
We'd sit around the fire and tell stories. It's all part of our Judeo-Christian tradition.
we're just licking rocks. Back then. There's nothing else to do.
A paint like that, you don't need all at once. Where's I saw pizza, but I'm not eating it.
It's coming.
Oh, that can't be right.
I'm texting Renee, and she's getting us paper plates and paper towels.
Oh my God!
Or
What are we? A bunch of fancy princes in here? Are you guys gonna dab the? Be honest. Is anyone gonna? Are you guys gonna dab the oil off your pizza like a dandy?
Is that the
like
thing?
a prince?
How much oil's on the
You
pizza?
guys never see people get a piece of pizza.
Max?
You guys never see people get a slice of pizza and they take a paper napkin and they dab the. They sit
soak
there
it
like
up.
they sit there like a little prince and
You
they
gotta call
dab
the
the oil
oilier.
off.
You call the oilier over. He gives you a special serviette. Oilier.
Are you
I wish
kidding
to
me?
dab
You've
my
never
oils.
seen this?
No,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never
yeah.
seen this.
Jason's seen it.
I've seen it. Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
that's because Italians have good taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put a little olive oil on the
Yeah,
pizza.
we lick the oil.
Yeah.
Squeeze.
Here's
squeeze
some
it
Merlin,
out.
you know
pizza.
what I'm talking about.
I
I'm not
do
crazy,
know what
right?
you're talking about.
If you get an oily slice, you just kind of tip it over something you need to have like something squeaky.
That's the flavor. You eat the
Right
oil.
over the door.
Pizza candles.
Yeah.
Oh, hooray, plates. We're not going to be animals. Yay.
Oh, they're real plates,
Challenge.
like fancy princes.
Dig dug, dig dug, dig dug. We got
Wow,
the D&D plates.
real fancy. We have real plates here.
I should put mine in the microwave.
Merlin, oh, no,
I'm
come
sorry.
on now.
What?
While we're setting this up, why is it echoey all of a sudden? While we're setting this up, can you please describe how you approach this challenge?
Yes. So what I figured was, San Francisco, it's a real cosmopolitan town. It should be no problem at all. I'll just be able to get this all set up. Apparently, there are almost exactly 2 places in town that serve authentic Chicago style of pizza, and they don't deliver at 7:30 a.m. And so I'm texting this to our super secret private channel, but I think I've got it pretty covered.
Okay, that looks nice.
This is my childhood. This is my childhood pizza, Barnaby's of Northbrook. Okay, it's an old timey tavern. You go with all your friends, and you order at the counter, and you get a huge pie. And I've only ever seen this in Chicago. It's called a tavern style pizza. So it's a flaky, buttery cornmeal crust with cheese baked right into the crust, and then it's got you can see it's like a buttery dough, like molded dough on the crust. And then it's party cut, so you always get the squares. I'm a big fan of. I'll be honest, I love the party cut
Love
because
the party cut.
I'm a big crust boy, and you can just get
Oh,
the
look
you
at
get the
that.
little
Oh, that's
crusties.
very
That's
nice.
that's the Primo piece.
Oh, Merlin! I've just seen the Merlin's pick.
I'm getting the box configured. I got to get the box
Yeah.
configured.
I'm gonna send the Barnaby's around.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is to me, this is the truest Chicago style pizza in that this is like the special kind of pizza that you only find in Chicago that people actually eat who live here.
So Merlin, my understanding is the go-to Chicago style place in the Bay Area is Zachary's, which is over in Berkeley, and so they're not going to deliver to you either. But it's very good.
You know what? I've often said that I've never really had good pizza west of the Mississippi. But there's a place in Berkeley called the Cheese Board. Have you ever been there?
Oh, yeah. I've had that pizza.
The Cheese Board is a goddamn good pizza.
It's a good pizza. It's weird. I mean, they serve one kind of pizza. It's their pizza, and you eat that pizza.
It's like a crazy co-op. So the people working there are like members of the Cheese Board.
Holy shit.
I'm afraid the podcast police are going to come in here and say, "Okay, everybody is eating."
Yep.
No, our
Steve-
do you
Steven
guys
will
know?
take care of
I guess
us.
familiar with mukbang videos. That's what our fans are into. It's a Korean sexy eating videos. It's ladies who eat a lot of food on Twitch on live stream. Google it. Mukbang videos.
Mukbang.
Don't
Yeah.
look at it, Jason.
Guys,
this
I
is
know-
really good. This is really good. I like it a
is-
lot.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Is it? See,
Holy
I'm getting a little
shit.
nod from Federico. That's a good
Yeah,
ass pizza.
yeah, it's really good.
I'm folding the box. It's got an inside reflective surface that I need to get turned over.
Guys, if you live
Very important.
if you live in the Chicagoland area, get yourself to Barnaby's. That's Max's number one childhood nostalgia pizza pick. It's my pick of the week. Barnaby's of Northbrook. Use the offer code Crisis Actor for 20% off at checkout. And thanks to our sponsor Barnaby's.
This is seriously.
Merlin, what are you
the
doing?
best
What are
part.
we
Sorry, I
hearing?
had to fold my box to get the reflective surface, and now I'm taking the plastic off.
What
You
kind of fresh delivery Chicago style pizza has a reflective surface?
I got Chicago's home run in premium
Oh,
pizza. It
no.
was almost $3 at Walgreens. So
You didn't even go to a grocery store.
I had to come in and fix my Skype.
Oh my god.
Hang on, what does it say in the corner? It says "made from scratch." So it's
What
fine.
does that even mean?
Technically, everything is made.
Yeah, I mean, if you get down to it, like, is there what would be a product you couldn't?
I guess if the pizza just appears somewhere,
That's
that's
a
the
very
option.
troubling idea.
Well, their competitors find pizzas by the side of the road and stick them in boxes. So
It's like like the Ninja Turtles arcade game. Just like this will
Just
probably give me some
spontaneous
health.
generation.
I should pick up this road pizza. Yeah.
Also
that was
says,
really good. That crust is like buttery and also has the cornmeal
Yep.
flavor in it. That was
Crunchy.
really good.
Yeah.
Flaky.
That
All right.
is the
So-
best
wait, what
pizza
else?
I've ever had.
What else do we have?
It's a huge
This is a
paper bag.
crazy package. It's like
Yeah,
a craft
huge
paper bag.
with like a
That's
bump
like
in it.
some present you get on Christmas morning
looks
that
like it's
doesn't
gonna
fit.
fall
It's
off the desk.
ungainly. It doesn't fit anywhere, so you just stuff it
Is
in
that
a bag.
is that my big Hanukkah present? Is that the Lego Millennium Falcon?
It's actually a bicycle.
Yeah.
Finally.
Okay, so this is the
Oh.
the Dante's Sicilian pizza, and I don't want to touch it, so I'm gonna
Okay.
ask the people.
Why? What's wrong with it?
What's
No, it's
happened?
just really big,
Oh.
and I know that it cannot be passed around.
Okay, so we have to go up there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
it's a buffet.
It's a whole interactive
Has-
experience.
yeah, this is.
So this purports to be Sicilian style.
Okay.
All
right.
Apparently, this is the Hungry Hound's choice for the one sliced, but this is confusing because it seems to be sliced party style.
Is party style when you make it little squares, Alex?
Yeah,
I like
it is.
party style.
It's just me and you now. They're all.
Oh,
getting
hey, how's it
pizza.
going, buddy? How you
Hey,
doing?
I'm good.
How's your? So, did you bring your laptop, your old laptop today?
It's I had to get in a lift and it wasn't an SUV, so there wasn't room.
Oh God.
You know what? We'll put in the show notes pictures of each of these pizzas. Alex, hold the Barnaby's up for me so I can get a picture for the show notes. More tilted towards me, but not so the pizza falls out.
Each slice
little
of
bit
this
more-
is like
a
a
little bit
pound.
more
Easier
tilt.
said than done.
A little more tilt.
It's so heavy.
A little bit more tilt.
Okay.
Keep going. Keep it coming.
This is
a little bit more.
This is worse than
That's good.
You got to get that 45
That's
degree
going on
tilt.
Twitch later.
That was worse than adjusting Max's headphone volume.
Is this good podcasting? Have we ruined
Yeah.
the show?
No, this is substantially better than a normal episode.
Oh God, it's bubbling.
So I've never had this before. This is a place I've heard people say good things about, and this was one that was from our pizza correspondent, the Hungry Hound,
Hound.
Steve Dolinsky.
Okay.
Federico is nodding yes. That's a good sign.
This is
All right,
very
so
heavy.
In Italy, we don't call this pizza. It's more like focaccia,
Yeah.
which is like softer and
Yeah.
much thicker. But it's great. I mean,
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got a good. This has a good flavor to the sauce. Sometimes the sauce in American pizza gets really sweet and sugary.
I prefer the first one though.
Yeah, that has the very much like the Chicago butter crust
Yeah.
type thing.
Guys, am I challenging your preconceptions about what Chicago style pizza is?
Because
Yeah.
I've not,
Are the
I've
barriers
not had
coming down?
either of what I expected I was going to be eating
Are the
yet.
barriers coming down?
They are.
Are we all learning and
We're
growing?
building bridges.
Thank you.
I feel like we're making a real connection here.
Yeah.
Which,
This is international now.
yeah.
This is, I
This is
mean,
great.
oh man, there's so many accents on this podcast. Jason, do you have like are you from the Bay Area? So
I'm from Northern
California.
California.
So what do you have a Northern Californian accent?
I don't know.
What is that when you start talking about seed rounds?
I'd have to be like, this is going to be a hella big seed round.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Jason's a
Title.
real thought leader in the Apple space. That sounded mean because he really is.
Wow, kind of harsh, Alex. Jeez.
Wow.
Sorry. Actually, the very first episode of this show, we did a big what was it? I don't know. It was like throw something away, and I threw away about 50 issues of Macworld.
Oh,
Throw
no.
away all of Jason's work.
I basically threw away 50.
Threw away my life.
What's the first thing
So-
I can throw away? Jason's life work.
Yep,
That's what I can throw away.
50 pages of Jason's face. So Renee is going to bring in now my favorite pizza. What?
Here we go.
The way you set that up, Alex, is not good.
It's going to be a
Oh,
the
no.
loaf of Wonder Bread.
Alex, full saltine crackers.
Alex, what's on your
It's a loaf
tombstone?
of Wonder Bread and a photo of
Oh,
Elon Musk.
Merlin, this is the saddest. It's the
It's got about 2 minutes. It's got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Why did you microwave it on top of the box?
Merlin.
You
What
have
are you?
to. The reflective surface helps it crisp up.
Also, your microwave.
It's so
that-
sad.
What happened to the inside of your
Oh,
microwave?
Merlin, you need to clean your microwave.
It's awful.
No. It's
No, you
seasoning.
really
that.
do, though.
Oh, Merlin, I can see the inside of your
I can see
microwave.
it. I can see that you've had poppy seeds.
You need to change
That's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
It's so it's like we have all these beautiful pies coming in, a parade of gorgeous Chicago pizzas coming in the door. Merlin's got this soggy frisbee.
literally
some
nothing
kind of
like the
dystopian
box.
Dickens
right?
story.
Yeah,
Look at the
let's
picture.
compare
There's
the
like
box.
pieces of sausage and stuff in it. There's just nothing. In
One side is bubbling and the other side is raw.
It looks like the last meal of a serial killer.
I guess that's up to you.
Wait, where's Merlin?
To quote Merlin, fuck. Merlin has officially called it on his end.
No.
Why
doesn't he just FaceTime
look at-
audio in and we'll record it on our end?
You can fight him on that if you want, but I
God.
think he wants to go home to a sick kid. Honestly,
Is this a false flag attack?
it
you know about
could be.
you know how there's crisis actors like the guy in Vegas, and it's not a real shooting. You guys all with me?
No, bad.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Oh my God.
Oh God.
this is what you're into now.
Well, it's not that I'm into it so much as
No, not you.
I'm the one.
I'm pointing at him.
Oh, I see. Right. No, I mean I'm not into it. It's just I wish it was. I wish it was real, but you gotta look behind the curtain. But I think Merlin's doing a classic false flag operation on us. I mean, does he even have a daughter? I haven't ever
Has
seen
anybody
any.
actually seen
I
her?
have met his wife and
You
daughter.
you
They
saw
were
two
in
people.
my house, or actors hired to portray
That's
them.
my
Right.
thing, though, is that
That's
how
fair.
can you prove that they're not George Soros operatives that are paid to pose as his daughter so he can get out of doing the podcast with us?
The listeners know what I'm talking about. Wait, there are no listeners.
I mean, this is the show. Everything's in the show.
Except Merlin.
It took 4 people to replace Merlin.
And 6 pizzas. 4 people, 6 pizzas.
that sounds like a.
Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
No.
It's one of those videos that they make reactions to.
why do you have my assistant bringing your pizza in?
And I quote, I bequeath the, is that the right word? It sounds like queef.
It's my butler.
The and so she helped acquire these pizzas.
Shouldn't she be like organizing my pens or something?
I don't know. Well, she's currently heating up your 3 additional pizzas
All right.
that you ordered.
How we reheat? Can we talk about pizza reheating for a minute?
Yeah, you said that you have some opinions about this.
As an opinion, it's the one acceptable, correct way to reheat pizza, which is you take the slice, you put it in a cast iron pan, and you loosely cover it with a tinfoil dome. Anything else destroys the pizza. I'm sure we're microwaving.
Federico's
I'm sure we're
nodding
destroying
again,
it.
Max.
Yep.
So I have a pizza stone because I make pizza at home. And, and so
man.
I will
Okay.
just turn on the oven to like 350 and put the pizza, the slices to reheat just on the stone and just let them lay there.
That's an even harder and better version of what I'm saying. But
Yeah, it takes longer, but it's
Yeah.
good. It's
Yeah.
good. The microwave is. I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to come up with a circumstance where you should use a microwave to reheat pizza, and I don't think
Depends
I
how
can.
hungover you are.
Or to cook one.
No, because you just have a cold. Just have a cold. In almost every circumstance, a cold pizza will be better than a microwave
I
pizza.
completely agree. Cold pizza is a good food.
Oh yeah.
Perfectly fine food.
You're gonna have a lot of it, so.
No, we're gonna finish all these.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Now, I will confess, I kind of like the frozen pizzas that you do in your oven, the like home run. Those real shitty pizzas, like I like them in the same way that I like McDonald's chicken nuggets. Of just like there's like a kind of processed, disgusting, cardboardy.
As long as you know it's what you want,
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's like it's the same thing of like, do you ever have some like you go to Chipotle and someone's like, oh, that's not real Mexican food. Like, I fucking know it's not real. Or Taco Bell, right? It's like, I know it's not Mexican food. It's its own thing. I want it. It's its own genre of garbage.
I'm not in Mexico right now. so-
Exactly.
So my pizza has arrived, and my favorite pizza is Pat's Pizzas on Clark. And
Pat's Pizzas on Clark.
Pat's Pizzas
Is
on
that
Clark.
by the greenhouse where we do our thing?
Oh, no.
Okay.
It is in the South Loop next to my old dorm. Don't be creepy. And this is a pizza I ordered last night and had people eat half of it because it is the best. The
I was
next
gonna
morning,
say there was a suspicious hole in the
refrigerated.
middle of this pizza.
Yeah.
This is the aforementioned cold pizza that we're having.
Yeah, it has been refrigerated in.
What genre is this?
It is thin crust,
Yeah.
plain cheese, of course, light on the sauce.
But party cut.
Yes, of course.
I love these kind of pizzas.
Of course.
Yeah, this is a great pizza.
But and another thing is, this is probably one of the greasiest pizzas in Chicago. So it's great in the morning because then you pretend that no, there's no grease here.
Oh man, this is real good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
It's kind of sweet.
yeah. This is a good drunk food.
Well, it's a perfect hungover
So
food too.
what is the place by the greenhouse? And they do those big ass slices like this with the thin crackery crust.
Not Demo's.
Do you know what I'm talking about though?
Yeah,
I've been-
Bocce's.
I don't know.
Bocce's?
I've wandered in there after our shows. With sometimes me and the performers will go in there and like, mingle with the drunken bros and order big slices of pizza. This is a very good like desperation food.
I am
Federico's
shocked.
making some faces about this.
This is a huge thumbs down.
No.
No.
I mean, it's the word pizza is very, very
It's open to
generous for this.
interpretation.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the Alex Cox pizza, and it was like a staple in college. It also comes with a free large fry and 20-ounce soda, which I consumed last night, and then thought I was going to throw up. So I'm not sharing any of those fries with you.
Fries and pizza seem like a weird mix. Is that a thing people do?
Apparently, it is at a college pizza place. Mm.
We can do a white pizza with potatoes on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That's
Like
good.
we have like mozzarella, potatoes, and black truffle. Yeah, that's and sausage.
The food in Italy, it's not. It's like it must be depressing to travel anywhere else and try and eat like produce. Like it's like a different. Everything was everything was of a higher quality. Every piece of produce, all the seafood, like everything was.
Yeah,
was
I
unbelievable.
don't eat seafood outside of Italy. I don't mean to sound like a jerk. It's just
Yeah.
Like,
You know there's water in other places, right?
there's what
There's water in like
Sure.
oceans. And
Right, yeah. I just but yeah, it's true. Like but I love American food. Like it's great. I wanna eat like an American when I'm here.
Get that 10-piece nuggets with the
God.
Rick and Morty sauce.
Yeah. Like that, for example. Like I want to go back and feel shame when I go back to my girlfriend. That's what I want to do. That's what I do when I travel.
Yeah. I will say, I think the box for this pizza is trying a little too hard. It had a big cutout of Italy on the front. Did it have the flag too? It's
Yes,
like
it has the Italian flag.
The map was kind of not. I was looking at the map like with the game in the box. It's like this geography here is not totally accurate. But I can live.
I mean, I
with
feel
that.
like the pizza that came in basically a giant paper bag. It knows what it is. There's no pretense. But this box that Alex brought in is really on its high
Alex,
horse.
when you're in college and you like find $20 in the laundry or something, this was your go-to.
Oh, of course.
Okay, I had a scam when I was in college. We had the college like script money that they would like how they used to pay minors in script, so they could only shop in the company store. We had that where like our parents could like load up your like card,
dining card,
the dining
yeah.
card with money, and it could only be spent in like the college bookstore and then the dining halls and stuff. And it was a way to control. It was basically a way for me to like not buy weed with the money my parents gave me. But what we discovered was like, so there were participating vendors in the town, in my college town, and one of them was like a CVS, and you could take your voucher card and like spend it at the CVS like a credit card, and they had a reciprocal agreement with the college where you could, you know, they pay them out or whatever. And we discovered that while you could not you were really limited in what you could spend the dining dollars on, you could go to the CVS and buy gift cards.
Oh.
And then you could sell the gift cards for cash.
The license to print money.
Yeah, so you could buy like $100 like Target or Apple iTunes gift card and then sell it for like $90, $75 in cash, and then you could buy weed with the cash. But I would either do bagels. I'd either do like Towson Hot Bagel, or that was one of my big go-to. Like I've got some cash places, or Chipotle was a big one. What, did you guys have any like your like go-to meals in college of like I get a little walking around money?
We don't have real educations.
Wow.
Okay, well, all right.
I didn't realize I was setting such an elitist standard
All
here.
I, all I can think of is pizza, because we went to there was at the college newspaper, we would order Domino's pizza, which was cheap and awful, but it was hot, and so we would eat it. A man would bring it in a cardboard box, and we would eat it. And we had off campus, we had a BJ's, which is Chicago style pizza, deep dish pizza. And so that was there was a lot of pizza in college. That was the on and off. But we couldn't go off. We couldn't go off campus and use our dining card. So I would have to go to the deli, which was the a la carte place on campus, and use the balance of my, before it like went away, use the balance of my money for the week on usually like Coke. So it was like cigarettes in prison, basically. I could like
Dining hall, yeah.
I could trade 6 packs of Coke for other items.
I used to have a whole cohort of like weird like homeless like towny type people who were just like drifters who like hung out at the college town too long, and then like as soon as you get towards the end of the semester
So
and you're
grad
like
students, basically.
yeah, like grad students, just like weirdos, and you just start having like, hey everyone, let's have a feast at the dining hall, and everyone can like swipe in on my card, and everyone can have like cold cuts from the salad bar or whatever. Yeah,
a giant vat of Fruit Loops.
Well, and the big one that I remember from our dining hall was there was you go to for breakfast, and there were stations, and you'd go down the buffet, and there was like the hot stations. There was an egg lady, and they would sort of the powdered eggs and what would happen is they'd make them, and then they would seize up the powdered eggs. You'd like mix them with water and like scrambled eggs to make like bad scrambled eggs.
Powdered eggs?
It's like egg substance, but made from a powder.
Americans have powdered everything.
Yeah.
I've never heard of
Oh,
that
it's an
before.
abomination. So you
Powdered eggs, powdered milk. Absolutely.
Powder Nation for a long time.
All right,
you name it. You name it. We'll powder it. So what would happen is they would cook these eggs, and they'd be way too hot for way too long, and they'd seize up, and they'd sort of mold to the size of the hotel pan. And so sometimes you get like a corner piece, and it would have like corners on the eggs, and then like a pie, exactly.
Like one of those Taco Bell tacos that's made with an egg.
Yeah, exactly. And so the egg lady, her signature move was she'd go in, you'd get your sort of square of eggs, and then she'd go sort of back in with a spoon for some of the egg juice and ladle it on top like it was like a gravy.
We have more food to go.
Yeah. and I always there was sort of the egg water that was left over, and she'd sort of spoon it on.
No.
And I'd
It's
always
like you
forget.
want the good stuff.
and it was so surprising. It was so surprising and upsetting. It was such a lateral attack every time it happened. I always forgot, and so I can never. What I should have done is I should have stepped up and be like, "I'll have some scrambled eggs, please. Hold the egg water." But I didn't. But you never anticipate. It's too crazy. You never anticipate the move.
You just grab the plate and just pull it out of the way at the last second.
You just dab the top with a paper towel.
You gotta dab it like a little
Yeah.
prince
You
and get
gotta-
the get the
gotta-
oil
yeah.
They're
off.
trying
Yeah.
to rehydrate the last of the powder with the egg water.
That's
what
right.
They're trying to do.
They're like the Navajo. Use every part of the powder.
All right. On that note, we're gonna move to the classic Chicago deep dish.
Oh, that's what I needed after
Oh,
hearing
no.
about egg water. Perfect.
And,
We all still hungry for pizza? Is everyone
Yeah.
hungry for pizza?
Yum.
This
I
box is
feel like I'm in the
reinforced.
minority. I hate deep dish pizza. I hate it. I think it's gross.
It is not. It is not. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. When I order when I like go about my life and decide to order pizza, it is never deep dish.
It has like a plastic
Like
film
Alex,
on the top.
we order pizza 3 times a week at this office. Do we ever order deep? Does anyone ever like? I want deep dish.
Well, when people are out of town and they're like, "Oh, we want deep dish," and I'm like, "Okay."
I know.
So
Yeah.
do actually like people from Chicago? Do they actually eat deep
No.
dish normally?
No,
Like,
I
it's
mean-
like when a friend comes to Chicago, like, hey, I want to eat deep dish. It's
It's like
like,
fish
okay, I'll
and
take you
chips
out.
in
Yeah.
London, right? Like, I never eat fish and chips. People do, but I never do.
Yeah.
And you-
I never eat the deep dish without a. I do the knife and fork thing for the deep dish because it's like eating a pie. It's hard to hold
I'm
it
losing-
like a full.
I'm losing structural cohesion.
Oh, it's
Divert
just,
emergency power to the
my
deflector
God.
dish.
It's just cheese and tomato. and
Captain, she's
crust.
coming apart.
So-
How can you hold this?
So the thing I love about deep dish.
crisis here.
Just put your hands in it.
Oh my god.
yeah.
It is.
This is not
like-
great. Where's this from?
This is from Lou Malnati's.
Lou Malnati's.
Lou Malnati's.
This is not Lou Malnati's deep dish.
This is like
wrong.
eating a grilled cheese
Wait, what?
sandwich
Wrong.
with tomato sauce on top. That's what it's,
It's
like.
wrong. It's literally from this box. Did they just make? Did we get like a shitty batch?
I don't. It's. Oh, maybe we didn't do the butter crust.
No.
I don't like this.
Well, we also have a crustless deep dish. Oh God, what the fuck is
Oh,
this?
this is taking a
Oh,
turn.
no,
Yeah.
I know what this is. Max, do you want to describe what this is?
Who is this for? Wasn't there someone who was gluten free?
Steven, I don't know if you're gonna want to eat this. But
Oh, we got a special pie
it a
for Steven.
cheeseless?
Oh, it's just red. Oh no.
it is.
So this is the Lou Malnati's Paleo Warrior gluten free pizza.
Oh my god.
And what it is it's a pizza fashioned out of sausage. And then they put the cheese and sauce on top of the sausage.
Yeah, I'm not brave.
You eat a couple slices of that, that'll put you down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
You-
try some of
I'll be
it.
in the hospital.
Come on, I'll try it.
All right, here you go.
Oh. Oh no, this is just a big flat sausage.
Oh
This
God.
deep dish stuff, it's like if someone from Naples had a birthday and they forgot about the cake and just like, fuck it, let's make a pizza cake. This is exactly, it's a birthday cake made out of pizza.
Guys, I didn't represent the I didn't represent the Lou Malnati's very well. I'm sorry. We should have gotten like the butter crust, and I didn't micromanage this. I left it up to my. I delegated.
hold
you know
on.
how it goes. It's like
Here's
you let people make any decisions.
we've made a grave mistake. This is actually the one with butter crust. Right now, you're eating gluten free.
That's why-
This is gluten-free?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Okay.
it
That's
doesn't-
right.
Get rid of
Nothing
it.
matters anymore.
Okay, I
Take
knew
back
the
what
Lou
you said,
Malnati's was
Federico.
off. My
Yeah.
Burn it
all
all
right,
down.
all right. I'm gonna fucking deliver on the deep dish promise. I hope no one had more than a couple bites of that disgusting
It was not
monstrosity.
good.
I apologize on behalf of the people
I
of
need a new
Chicago.
plate. Can I
This
take
is
a
an
plate?
awesome plot twist, though. I love this.
I need a new
Where's,
plate.
where's the sausage pizza?
Here you go. You get some of Mike's.
Give me some of that
Man down.
sausage.
This is so bad. It's the sausage
so
is there.
Send the good Alex. Please circulate the good Lou Malnati's. This
This is a
okay.
sausage.
I
This is some good
It's
ass.
just a sausage with ketchup on it.
Oh, okay. We got a couple more pizzas coming
Why
in.
is it getting taller?
The pizza with the gluten in
Guys,
it.
this is
good.
this is much
it's
better,
much
right?
better.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
It's more cheesy.
Have I redeemed myself? The whole project is better. The whole thing. Yeah.
I apologize for trying to be more
Fuck the
inclusive with our.
This is the best one. The Illuminati's deep
It's
dish.
not well known that the ingredient they use to replace gluten is sadness. So you guys just experienced that, and now it's better.
And
There
They
are
said
now-
it couldn't be done.
oh, I'm really filling up with cheese here.
It's
Starting
so
like
much.
The
I'm
pizza sweat.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Okay,
God.
we got
like I'm
guys. We have
dying
like
right now.
we have 4 or 5 more to get through.
Oh my
so
God.
No,
Then
this,
I'm not gonna finish this
no.
slice.
I have a presentation in like 3 hours on a stage. Like yeah.
Aren't you the
Oh,
keynote
they'll understand.
It's like I had some pizza, guys. What do you want me to do?
You can give the talk. You're just gonna be laying down on the stage.
Like,
Can I have a chair,
guys, I'm
please,
so
guys?
happy to be here. Would anyone mind if I unbutton a button? I gotta unbutton a button.
Just be like, hey, look at this is the best way to use the iPad lying flat on the ground. All right. In honor of TIFF, we have the #1 recommended artisanal pizza in Chicago by the Hungry Hound. Max, have you heard of this? The Pizzeria Bebu Margherita?
Only
Margherita?
from Steve telling me that it's excellent. So
All right.
God, that Illuminati's butter crust, man.
I'm struggling big time.
That box was heavy.
Yep.
That's
yep.
the oil.
Yeah.
It's laden with oil.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it was going super well, and at one point something happened.
Yeah.
With the crust and the cheese,
It was that gluten-free one.
and there was no going back at that point.
I regret eating a whole piece of an earlier one now that I know how much there is to get through.
You shouldn't have eaten the big focaccia one. That was the problem.
That was
it
the
a big-
problem.
it was
Like a
big
pound of
bread-
pizza.
It was a big bread boy.
Ugh.
Oh shit! Look at this is beautiful. Oh my god.
There's a leaf on it, I guess. But this has been reheated. I texted Renee to do it. We did not have a cast iron skillet. However, it's been reheated with foil over it.
I like
So-
this one.
I could imagine that this was good when it was delivered yesterday.
The crust is like
No,
rubber now.
I'm not going to be
It
eating
didn't-
that.
It didn't
All right.
keep.
Well,
did not keep.
Here's what is.
Oh, we really destroyed that lovely pie.
Yeah.
I imagine that was a beautiful pie.
That was an interesting detail about the last one. They had a basil leaf and just a touch of Parmigiano in the mozzarella, which was really nice. But the rest of the pizza kind of sucks.
Thank you for the official
Can
review.
you say those pizza ingredients again?
In real Italian accent?
Yes, yes.
Like really, like if I
Yes.
were in Italy.
Yes.
Superior, I need to switch modes. Mozzarella, pomodoro, basilico, parmigiano, farina e acqua.
Alex,
bunch of-
please make me a soundboard.
Yeah.
Please make me soundboard.
Swipe,
Yeah. That's one of your good ones. A swipe.
swipe.
It's so many things.
My swipe.
She is very sick.
Please, my swipe. So we're just making fun of the way Federico talks.
We're just bullying our lovely guest.
We're making him eat. We brought
swipe.
Federico to America. We're making him eat our awful bready pizzas and mocking the way that he talks.
God.